Hi, Brokies. Welcome back to Two Broke Gays. You're here with Kevin Sullivan and
Jenna CORTIS.
And today we are joined by one of my besties, Julian Burzynski.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
You have your own podcast as well.
Yes, it's called Breathe If You Agree with Nick Lehman, one of my best friends as well.
Bia, if you're nasty.
Bia, yes, it's shortened down.
Breathe if you agree.
I wish I had the trophy. You gave me a trophy and it said World's something on it.
Yes, we did in the beginning start doing awards for all of our guests, and then that definitely dwindled.
It's hard to keep up with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Podcasts are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes into it.
So sorry if you didn't get a trophy if you're on their pod, but I did. And it said Bia is #1. And I was like, what's Bia? And you're like, Breathe If You Agree. And I was like, dope.
All the awards were like made specifically for the person. So you're probably the only winner of that award ever. Well, especially from Bia. Yeah.
I love it. I have a picture of it. I hope I'll post it.
That's great.
It was so thoughtful.
Handcrafted, yeah.
It was handcrafted.
I did make them all.
Fuck, I forget what else was on it. Anyway.
Was it like a superlative? Like the biggest Bia and Bia or?
It was a superlative. I don't know. We'll
figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure out when I find the photo.
So I was kind of asking as we sat down here, how did you become friends?
Oh, it was actually one of my most organic friendship growths, I think. But I do remember the night I met you. It was an after party.
Give us the lore.
Or it was a pre-party. I don't know. It had the vibe of not being the official event of the night.
Got it. Okay. It was leading into or coming out of.
I think it was after. You knew one of my friends at the time, Frankie, and
Oh my gosh, I do remember. And I actually know.
Oh, you know now?
In a wig. And he introduced us real quick.
Yes.
He had some long wig on.
I wore a wig. Oh my gosh, I met you the one night. Okay, so when I first moved here. So I wear a lot of wigs and content and stuff, but I don't really wear them out. And not that I wouldn't, but I just am a heavy sweater. I'm I can barely keep it on my head while I'm filming. But I was feeling my oats and I was like, let's go. Let's do this. I wore this 30-inch human hair bust down. I glued it. I installed it. And we were at Rhonda. It was Rhonda or Catch One or something.
Yeah.
One of those parties there. And I remember Naomi Smalls being there from RuPaul's Drag Race. I didn't even say hello, but my wig was slipping so bad. It was coming off. I was like, I can't let her see that.
Yeah.
I feel like she would read me to filth. And gladly, my wig was slipping off. And I ripped this wig off. I had this chainmail top. I remember it all now. And then we met after at the mutual friend's house.
Okay.
With the pool.
With the pool.
Yes.
Did we swim?
I do believe we swam and we were in the hot tub as well.
This sort of seems, I have to tell you, like an improv game where you guys are pretending that you.
It's where yes,
do you know what I mean?
Meeting.
You're going, oh yes, the pool, yes, and we swam, did we not? Yes, we definitely did. So that sounds fake, but magical.
Yeah, but then we did it. I think we exchanged numbers on the street, walking a wheel, because we have a decent amount of mutuals or something. People or the gay groups who collide in the street on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like a shark's chest.
And then I guess I don't remember the first time we ever hung out just one-on-one, but it was very organic vibes.
I feel that you were really surprised that I was like, oh, I want to come see your show. And I came to one in North Hollywood at the Den.
Yeah, it was upstairs or something.
Yeah, something one of
Oh
those.
my gosh.
And Kevin was so shocked that
there's a reason.
You're like, I'm walking up. And I was like, to where?
Because I said, good luck, break a leg. And he was like, oh, thanks so much. And then I was there and he was like, what? And I was like, I told you I was coming.
He's walking up the stairs. I'm in this attic about to do stand-up for 20 people. And
someone coming to your stand-up show is the ultimate.
In the valley.
In the valley?
I can't even get bitches to go down the street.
Yeah, no.
I'd be like, I'm doing it in your front yard. And they're like, close the curtains. Busy.
Can't make it.
Yeah, sorry.
Can't get there.
Really busy.
Cool. Okay, great. Well, love that.
Amazing. Okay, we'll start with our top questions. These are our two. When would you say you do a lot of wigs. You're very like outwardly proud, and not that wigs are that, but also your content is amazing. I can't get
really
the video you just showed me out of my head, the slow-mo with the burger. Anyway, when would you say is your gayest, what's your gayest moment, era, time, experience that you've...
I think my gayest moment is really every day. It honestly has come through like to a point where I don't even like notice it anymore. It's just like, you know, it's who I am.
Yeah.
But I think in high school, definitely senior year, like junior, senior year, I really was just like so pent up from middle school. And then I went to an arts high school, which I was so thankful to get out of there.
Yeah.
But I think high school in general, everything that I was holding in like came out. Like I was
Did you have to
whatever.
come out?
I didn't. I was still confused. I dated a girl until junior year of high school, but I had experimented with men before, and she knew that. So like that was like a really big awakening for me. She really helped me. She was like, if you really love me right now, I believe you. Like, and for me, I like couldn't even tell what my feelings were. I think a lot of it was like not wanting all the people in middle school that like made life hell to be right.
Yeah.
And like trying to suppress those feelings. And not that, you know, I'm very lucky to have a very supportive family. So like I wasn't getting that at home. It was just like so much of that. And it almost pained me to, you know, to let them like be right.
Win,
Yeah.
quote unquote, even though like you were the real
And
winner.
at the end of the day, they are the losers.
Oh, totally. But like back then it felt like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
of course. It feels like, oh my God, they like said this, they said these things about me and they were right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you say no, like not me. So you're also like, was I wrong? Am I like, you know? But you're growing up.
Yeah, you're growing up. How are you supposed to fucking know?
Exactly.
And so you started your queerness.
Yes, definitely like
You're
exploring in high school, a lot of spandex, a lot of glitter. I was dyeing my hair all different colors. Like it was like very much exploration of all these different passions and like things that inspired me.
Yeah.
That I wasn't able to like really show. Like in middle school, like I would come home and I wouldn't ever want to bug my family with like the sadness, and I was also like embarrassed. I like didn't want to tell my parents. I would go downstairs and just like watch a bunch of movies and TV shows. I was a worse student. I didn't do any homework, but I did, you know, escape in these fantasies of these characters in these movies, which has inspired, you know, me up until today as well. But yeah, that was a really gay time in my life. But like, I really do surprise myself these days.
Every time I see you, I'm like, this is his gayest. And then 2 days later, I'm like, he's gayer.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't even feel like gay. You know when you used to be like, when people used to be like, are you gay? And it would almost like, I don't know, it'd be such a negative connotation.
Right.
I don't know if that, but that's just like society, I think, telling you.
Oh my God, it's to shake you.
Oh
like
my God.
it would to my core. And I'm like, yeah. Like even when I was out, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, even when it was like girlfriends or like people who were just like saying it, and you kind of were like, why, you know, like whatever. Now it's just like such a badge of honor. I'm so proud.
Yeah.
I like absolutely love being gay. I love, can I swear?
Yeah, of course.
I love being gay. I love sucking dick. I love taking dick. I love giving it. I love it all. And not that that's all that makes you gay, but like.
It's like, can you show visuals?
Can you see my little disclaimer? But no, like I'm so lucky. I feel like so grateful to have the life I do and to be lucky enough to have surrounded myself and also just like totally and family, just like everyone's been so accepting and supporting. So yeah, I'm still going for my gayest day. We haven't even had it yet.
I don't even think we've breached the surface.
We haven't even scratched it.
And now when people ask like, are you gay? It's like, I'm offended that you thought otherwise.
Yeah, if someone asked me if I was straight now, then that's the like kicker. I'd be
That
like,
really hurts. Yeah,
That's
that
so
does
real.
happen to me occasionally, and it does hurt.
It is different. It is different for a woman.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, we've been like called gay my whole life. Like I was gay before I was straight. Like even though I wasn't, people want to project it onto you because you're different than them.
Right. And they can tell.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I was like high school chameleon. Like, I knew that something was a little bit different about me, you know what I mean? But I was like, well, no one else can know. So I became like an amazing chameleon, reading every room, just becoming what people want me to become. And then obviously you have to like eventually the awards stop and you have to, you have to shed that snake skin and be like, who am I really?
yeah.
Not just a crowd pleaser, but a person, you know?
Not a crowd pleaser, but a person. That's merch.
Oh yeah.
I still have yet to be my gayest, so I think I could turn it up a notch or two.
I think I could too.
Me too.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
do that.
Summer gayest day.
Let's have the gayest summer.
That's what
Yeah.
I want.
Gay girl summer.
Literally.
What would you say has been like your brokenest moment? So like when were you the brokest? That can be financially, emotionally, however you want to define it. Because we won't.
Okay.
Because
I have an answer for both of those. I feel like most recently, I think before creating online, every job I had in the past, like took money out of taxes and things. And I was so naive out of COVID and out of everything. The first year of creating, I don't know, it just didn't compute to me that like money wasn't being taken out of what you were making.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then, like, for your team or your agent or anything. And like the first time working fully online, like as a content creator with like nothing else around it, that tax day or like when I sat down with somebody and they were like, this is it, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, that's,
You didn't say it.
No, I didn't say it.
You
That
didn't
was
know.
like, I didn't know.
You
It
didn't
was
know.
a very learning.
She's a shopper
moment.
too.
I do love shopping.
She's like me, but maybe a little. She's worse.
No, I think you're worse.
Oh.
You have surprised me. I think
Really?
maybe
You inspire.
yes, but now when we go, you're the one swiping the card, honey.
Yeah, I be swiping. Swiper,
Yeah,
no
what
swiping.
What are you guys
Swiping.
buying?
We went to the outlets. We hit the outlets hard.
Oh.
That was sickening.
We did.
That was sickening.
We were little monsters in YSL. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. Then I was like, I called up from the register. I'm like, wait, it was actually even cheaper. Like it's on sale. And he was like, get one in my size. And then like I got a second one. We were on our way somewhere. Like we just stopped in to shop, and then I left with like bruises on my arm for all the bags I was carrying. But you inspired a joke of mine recently because I started shopping on Instagram because I'm like, where did you get those pants? He goes, I saw them on Instagram. And I'm like, because I never had people, like I never knew of people to really shop on Instagram. I would exit the app on the ads, and then I was like, oh, maybe there's some good stuff on here. So I started looking through different companies and shit.
Wow.
Anyway, back to your broken.
But yeah, that was
Back to your
Brokest.
saddest time in your life.
That's not sad. That was a learning experience.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't sad.
That
It was
wasn't
more
sad.
just like,
Do you save now?
yes, I do. I honestly,
Half
from
of every
that
check?
moment on, has been such a learning curve because I guess that's like when after college, you know, it was only like 2 years or so till we went into quarantine. So like, yes, from then on, it's just been like such a learning experience, but like so grateful for that because
Yeah.
like it scared the shit out of me.
Right.
Because I had like was so excited about like making money and then spending it that like nothing else was like a worry in the world. Like I didn't even think. So that was like a money moment. But then I guess like my most lowest or like broken emotionally, I think would be, and like I feel like recently I really come out of it more and more, but I feel like last year was really tough for me personally because I think I got bit by the bug of like comparison of like being online and
The fucking bug.
yeah,
What a bug. A disease.
it really is, and
Yeah.
it's just like can really bog you down and like emotionally, but also like creatively. I felt like, and some days I still do, like very very uninspired.
Comparing yourself to people or yourself in a past, or
Yeah, I think both. I think I started creating and I felt so free and like exploring this because I've always been super gay, but like before the pandemic, I was still presenting like online. I wasn't like posting a lot. I was like wearing like a black t-shirt and jeans, like no shade to anybody who does that, but like a black t-shirt and jeans to the bar.
I'm like, wait, what am I wearing?
And
a black t-shirt and jeans.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, or on like on apps, you're like posting pictures that like make you look straight, which you can do whatever you want. I do that too. Like at the gym,
but it
like,
didn't feel authentic to you.
Right. It didn't feel like I was showing like every side of me. So like now I'm like, oh, I can post if I'm feeling super masked one day and post that, and then I post a wig thing. It's like that. Those are all existing inside of me, right? Last year, I think I just got really inward. I had some family issues. I had a boyfriend who was not very nice to me, which just led me to believe that like I was the problem all around in general in life, not just him, like in my family life and in my work life. And I think it was hard because people say it's like your Saturn return, like in 30, and I was like,
she's young.
What am I doing? What is everything? And I really was, I was trying to fix the things that I thought would help me be happy, which was like, you know, get a boyfriend, lose weight, like do all these things, spend money on clothes to like be cool, or like look good when I go out and do all these things. And I was doing that and I was like, this actually makes me feel worse than I did before. Like,
not making you happy.
I'm broken and broke.
Literally, right? Because then it's just like that journey back to myself and like what really does bring joy and everything like that. But I was lucky to have, you know, friends like Kevin who were there the entire time, even some days when I like didn't you know, like communicate or like that was really hard, like asking for help. And I think last year I felt like super broken, but like, or broke in a way that I wasn't. Like I was super rich in friends and family.
Yeah.
And I like couldn't see that, which made me feel broken, right?
Of course.
But then like when I got past like all those inner demons and like comparing yourself to others who are doing things you want to do and those things, and like not letting that steal your joy and being happy for others and like all those things that were just kind of like in the universe but like not connecting. Right? They were just like there. But recently I really have been finding myself and like finding joy again. So I do feel like I'm on my journey out of being, you know, broken in that way. I never broken, but you know,
never broken, always gay.
Exactly. It comes and goes, just like, you know, money comes and goes, and so does these bad days.
And
so.
these people.
Yeah, they'd come and go for sure.
Totally.
Were there any specific, like, what did you do to get yourself through it? Like any like switch ups? Like my broken era, I had a bad breakup and I went to hot yoga. I did it like once to twice a day, and that really like helped me, like forced me to meditate because I was on the brink of dying every time.
Yeah, mine was like Alanis Morissette driving around the car recording it, you know, and I would just scream, sing, and like I did get better.
Totally. Yeah, it's been a lot of like Ariana Grande, like everything like that.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I was eating a lot of kava. I thought kava was healing me. But then I got sick of that and I was like, wait, I'm still sad.
Shout out kava.
Shout out kava. Like the pita chips, like unreal.
We're just shouting out brands all the time.
Literally.
Because they're watching.
Sponsor this podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think like working out has really helped me. Like never used to like lift weights, but now I go to Dog Pound, which I absolutely love, and like
shout out Dog Pound.
Shout out. Like truly have like helped me not just work out, but like learn how to do it myself and like learn my body. So that's been really great. And then just feeling the feelings. Like honestly, I think I'm where I am today is because like I did spend those days in bed.
Yeah.
And therapy for sure. I think I reached a point in therapy too where it was like, okay, be kind to yourself. And then I like got to a point where I was like, Okay, so am I being kind to myself or am I being lazy?
Wait, literally had this thought recently.
I think I'm making it worse, like by doing
Be
like
kind to yourself. And I'm like, I'm going to lay in bed. Like,
I'm so nice.
At what point do I need to,
Get
is
up.
the kindness, get up, bitch?
It becomes just like part of the routine of just like being sad. And I think once I realized that, I was like, these days in bed, which take a day in bed, like whatever you want to do, like those days happen.
My
and they
favorite
always
days.
will. Yeah, they're amazing, but like doing it over and over again was just like deterring from the path even more.
Yeah.
And like even making it even cloudier than now, like the sun's coming out, right? Like when you get up and do something or like go outside, or the weather, even right now, I feel like the weather is like a shift of the vibe. So like, yeah, I feel really good these days.
It's good. Yeah, you got to do stuff.
Happy and hopeful.
Yeah.
Would you say how you get yourself out of those modes, like, is representative of your astrology? Because, you know, I love astrology.
I
Without giving it away.
don't know. I mean, I feel like,
Do you feel connected to your sign?
yeah, I do. I don't like, I do follow when I can. Like when it's given to me, I'm like, oh, tea. I'm not like in search of it. But I do follow a few like glossy zodiacs that I'm always like, yes, that is me. Or like who I would love to be, you know, kind of vibe.
Do you have a guess to
Okay,
Julian's
now,
sign?
to be fair with the Brokies, I have a little bit of context because you said people don't usually guess it. You said it'd be surprising. You said I'd be thrown. So that's influenced me to where now I'm thinking,
Oh, yeah. Well, just go with what you think.
I can't unlearn that information though.
We could have.
Thrown me off the trail?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was a lie.
Oh, okay. One thing is a Sag always skips right over me. I don't get them. I don't know what's going on with them.
Really?
Yeah, don't get them.
I need to introduce you to I'll tell you two Sages, and then whenever you think of Sag, think of these two people, and you'll nail it every time.
Okay. My grandma Marge is a Sag. She's 100 years old, and she is very her.
So she's a Sag.
Yeah. Okay, but my guesses are actually because of the things you guys have said that I can't unlearn. Can't make that clear enough. I'm guessing Leo and Gemini are somewhere in there.
I'm offended by the Gemini thing.
Really?
No, I just have like met horrible Gemini.
Oh my God, I love Geminis.
I love a Gemini
me
too.
too.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm obviously wrong about both.
Well, yes, but you were kind of close.
I try to find your. Did you approve my friend request?
Oh, did you want
Awkward.
to?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I
I'm
can
not
see the
getting
full thing.
Scorpio from you. I'm not getting maybe a little Libra. I'm a Libra. That's a confusing one. Not a Virgo. Not an Aquarius. Couldn't be. A Pisces?
Couldn't be an Aquarius.
Kevin 1, is that yours?
No.
Oh.
You know what? Don't worry about it.
Okay. Can I
What's
tell
the
you?
big
Yes.
reveal?
Oh, I'm an Aries.
Oh.
You were close in that. You were like a fire. You were said
Yeah,
Leo.
fire. That's what I
Yeah,
say,
Leo.
Fire.
Yeah.
My birthday's April 5th, so kind of recent.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Same birthday as Vincent.
Yes, we have the same
Oh,
birthday.
really?
hmm And then my rising is Virgo, and my moon is Aquarius.
Whoa, that's a lot in one person. Don't you think?
I've been told I'm a lot. I don't know. But yeah, those are the
Okay.
three.
Wow.
Like the glossy zodiac, it's always like Maddie from Euphoria or Jessica Rabbit, like
hot.
Regina George, like those kind of people. And I'm like,
slutty.
I'm such an Aries. You know, like it's that.
You
Yeah.
are
like,
such
I
an
don't really
Aries,
know.
but you do have those. You have those
Virgo
Virgo
rising.
traits too. You
Very grounded energy.
one of the hardest working content creators I've ever met in my life.
That is fucking hard.
Oh, and you don't like what he goes through. He'll be like, "Oh, I have to wake up. I'm gonna wake up early so I can get that done before." And I'm like, it'll be like 8 a.m. I'm like, "Girl, you're already done. You already turned yourself into an alien filming in the bushes, you know?" And then
Yeah.
does the edit. It has inspired me and my content creation in so many ways for like being diligent about like having to create and blah
It
blah
is
blah.
very hard to do, if I could just say.
And
I'm
he's on another level.
right, and I'm like brand new to having to post because I don't know. I always had this dream that I would be like a stand-up comedian in the 1980s, and that like I wouldn't have to tell people about me; they would just know, you know. And they would come to the show, and I'd be like, "It's me," and they'd be like, "We know," but I wouldn't need to make anything to tell them other than my stand-up, and like maybe they'd see it on network television, which is almost obsolete at this point, you know. But yeah, like I was like, you know, like that. And so recently, obviously with the podcast and everything, now I'm like posting and like doing all of this, and it is so hard. It is so hard. I know I'm telling you.
Doing all the platforms and all of the things, and a podcast on top of that is a lot.
It almost makes you sick.
I mean, it is definitely tough, and like, I agree. I could hear it all day and still be like, totally, it is, because in some days there are days like, again, like we're just like, I can't do this. It, or like post, and then you're just like, I can't look at it anymore. Like I'll just like have to get off the app or like anything like that. But no, yeah, it's like you got it. You're gonna be great. And
other times it is like,
and you're gonna bring back network television.
I bring back
the tea.
You do. Yeah. It's just like one CCTG remote. Oh, like to watch you do stand up. I love it.
Also for stand up, it's like jokes take years, and then you put it up on a clip once, and it's dead.
No, a lot of people have just been posting
their stuff, and they just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to.
They should have a stand up channel, like where it's just like.
Just stand up.
Just stand up. I think that was supposed to be Comedy Central, but things got murky.
Totally. I think it was.
Things took a turn.
Who is your biggest like inspiration? Like if you had to like someone else's career goal.
Y'all are definitely in the top.
Julian's top 100 list.
No. Yeah, I mean, you both inspire me for sure. You do. I mean, biggest inspiration in general in life.
Just inspiration,
I guess, yes. My mom is my biggest like inspiration, I guess, in life. But I guess if it would be like a celebrity or somebody who like, in that way, I'd say like Cher is a big one for me. Like Carol Burnett is a big one.
Amazing.
Amanda Bynes, like the Amanda Show era, like that was like, that still is like a dream to me. A variety show of like just all different things is something I like dream of doing.
And you deserve it.
And I mean, it would be so sickening, but like the Amanda Show was like, showed me like my dreams. Right? I was like, that's so cool to like weave in and out and all these characters and like do all this stuff. But yeah, women inspire me the most. Like it's including my mom. But yeah, those are my biggest, I would say. I love Ariana Grande. Lady Gaga was a really big.
You're a music girl too.
Yeah, I do. My pop girlies.
You love to sing.
Love to sing. Musical theater. Patti LuPone is a big inspiration to me. Yeah, anybody who is so comfortable in themselves and it's just like a bad bitch, like somebody who has worked super hard and you see that and like been through a lot and prevail and just honestly just like being themselves and encouraging others to do that as well, because I think from them that's why I strive to do the same thing. So
for sure. Did you ever watch All That?
Did I watch All That? Of course.
I think we should do All That.
Yeah.
You'll be the Amanda Show. You'll be the whole show. And then I'll be Lori Beth Dimberg.
I love Lori Beth.
That's vital information. Just sits at the desk. She's my inspiration. Icon, a legend, a star. I need to find her.
100%.
I always wanted to get slimed, but like in this moment, I'm like,
are you sure you haven't already?
Come in the face, I guess is the same. So
dreams did come true.
We did it.
Like I didn't know I could be slimed so often, so many times, in so many places.
Our channel, it's Dickelodeon, you know. We got slimed.
Dickelodeon.
Dickelodeon is
that
great.
Needs to be someone's OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, if it's
You're
not
too
already.
into Dickelodeon. Come get slimed. I love it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where can everyone find you if they're not already following?
They're not already.
Well, I missed the boat on the same name on cross-platform, so they're all different. My Instagram is Julian Cookies. My TikTok is Julian Burzynski, and my YouTube is Julian Burzynski 811. LOL.
But not the LOL.
Just 8-11. So like that's wild. And then my Snapchat, although I do need to start posting more on Snapchat, is
same.
Julian Lapone, aka Patty Lapone.
Love it.
So again, another name. And then the podcast is me and Nick Lehman. It's called Breathe If You Agree, and you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere, and YouTube, anywhere. Yeah.
See how much it's so much work to even say all the platforms.
Yeah.
I know. By the end,
Let
I
alone
was like,
post.
what is the name of it?
And my social security and remember, and I live at. It's truly
Yeah.
my Aries sister. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, what sign are you?
I'm a Capricorn. I'm a
Okay.
Capricorn sun, Libra rising, Virgo moon.
I don't know any of that, but I love it. I love you already. So
I loved
I'm
you
obsessed with
instantly.
that
You have Virgo
trio.
moon, Virgo rising.
Yeah, we got a little connection.
Virgo's. What is it? Alexa, play Virgo's grooves. No,
She's
Alexa
not in here. I took her out of the room.
Brokies. Just kidding. I don't have any.
No, they're the Brokies.
They're the Brokies. Okay, well.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, guys. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to Two Broke Gays.
Thank you.